This is Throwdown Rocket League Season 3. This is your challenge, and of course, with Courier Lord and Yummy Cheeseman at the end there, we are live in Showdown Studios in the heart of Sydney, and gentlemen, we are now into our 4-week round-robin series.
It started off strong with the open qualifiers last week, and now the first week. This is when we find out if those two teams, the community teams coming through from those open qualifiers, can make it through into that top 4 in the finals up against the pro teams.
Yeah, that's the big thing. The pro teams are here. It's got serious now. We've got the amateur teams coming through, and we get to see how they fare against the big boys.
I think the challenge we've seen coming through is these top 4 teams have looked great in season number 2, but our other 2 teams coming, it was a surprise in how they made it. I mean, a team like You See Me and a team like now Legacy just impressed the hell out of us.
Yeah, and I do have to say there is 6 really awesome teams right now.
Yep.
If we could bring up the standings, it would be amazing as we do hear our voices inside our head.
Yummy.
Billy Fan Club coming through. That is Alpha Sydney from last season, and they are at the top. No, even though they're 0-0, they're at the top for a reason.
They've got alphabetic advantage as well as skill advantage coming in.
I like that. I like that career. Billy Fan Club, of course, Jam Gaming, Silla Esports, and the other team. All our 4 invited teams, and of course, You See Me and Legacy Esports, previously Gang Gang, coming through and fighting their way for 5th and 6th.
It's great to see Legacy Esports pick up a team as well. Gang Gang, they performed immaculately last week, and they have been rewarded, being picked up by a professional organization, just coming into Throwdown. That's what we like to see here.
Yeah, and it's going to be a great smooth transition for them as well. Legacy did have Soma playing on their last team, so it's going to be really easy for management to work with those players. And you're going to see great things going forward.
Now, of course, these guys are fighting for a big prize pool, a share of $8,888. Let's have a look how it is distributed, because the top team will be walking away with a considerable amount.
That's $2,888 at the top. A lot of 8s here, and every single step is an increase.
Yep.
If you just win every single match, every single win means more money.
Yeah, that's a great thing about it as well. And the fact that the person who comes in 6th walks away with money is a big thing we believe in Throwdown. Every team, just for competing, deserves to have their talent rewarded, and it gives them the opportunity to move forward.
And it's a great prize pool as well, but having that first position is so much more than anyone else. Of course, $888 more than second, and teams like Billy Fan Club, teams like Jam Gaming will of course be fighting for that first.
And we should talk about how these 4 weeks go into that gauntlet final.
Of course.
And it's important that we say gauntlet because it means that it's so much more important, your performance in league play. If you come first, then you're guaranteed top 2 in that finals, because you don't have to verse anyone until you've seen the people come through from 4th, 3rd, and 2nd place fight it out for that grand final.
Yeah, and the person that comes in 3rd place for the 3rd versus 4th place in that gauntlet 3rd will get a 1-game advantage. So even that last position there is critically important.
Now let's have a look at our games today, because of course before you get to that gauntlet, before you get to the finals, you have to start taking wins. Now our first game of today will be You See Me taking on Legacy. BFC taking on Legacy as our second game. BFC will be playing another game against the other team, and Silla Esports will be rounding it out versus Jam Gaming.
One thing we really saw from last season is the teams loved a much more compact league play, and so do I. I love seeing all the games happen quite quickly. We get to cover a lot of games.
Well, 6 rather than 8 teams as well, smaller amount of teams.
Yep, so it's a much quicker league, and it means that it's very short amount of time for these players to prepare. They have to be good right from the start.
Yep, and it means because we only have 6 teams, the skill distribution is a lot tighter, so every game is going to be a lot more tense.
So let's go into these teams before we do look at our first game of the day, before we do look at our individual statistics as well. I'm another person who can't say statistics, have to spell it out. Who are you guys looking for in this tournament? Because it's always about BFC, previously Alpha Sydney. It's always about Jam Gaming and Silla, who were Sandcastle, but do you have the same expectations coming into Season 3?
I honestly don't have the same expectations. I actually, coming into the open qualifier last week, where basically all the teams were brand new teams, I didn't know what to say. And now, as an analyst, it's proven how useless I am because I still think that it's very hard to pick who will do well. You can never count out Billy Fan Club. When they come up to major tournaments, they always perform very well. So I expect them to always be at the top of the list. But in terms of the other teams, it's very, very difficult to truly tell, especially because we haven't seen them versing each other.
Look, Courier would agree with me on this, but Billy Fan Club, after going international, after Alpha Sydney went international and now they've come back, it feels like they're playing a very different style of Rocket League.
Yeah, that is very true. Having gone against the NA and EU teams where they did exceptionally well, coming in 7th, beating out Denial Esports, so America, we're going to
Oh, we're still talking about
We've got
it.
Northern Gaming next time, they're going down. But
Big call.
yeah.
Sorry,
The
continue.
thing we did learn, though, seeing the OCE teams versus the NA and EU teams, is the backboard defense overseas is incredible.
Yep.
But over here, we're nowhere near as strong. So where Alpha Sydney could get a lot of backboard plays that transition into goals, they don't get that here. And so they're going to be trying to refine that before they get into the international waters, which means whenever you change up your gameplay, it's going to be holes.
It does lead to a good point as well. This is the off-season. It's great to have an $8,888 off-season here at Oceania, but this is the chance for teams to try out things, for us to figure out who the best teams are coming into next season, which is, of course, another RLCS season, because that is the one that everyone's working for.
And it's also a chance for these teams to make those. They've already made the roster swaps, and like you said, Cheeseman, like you said, Courier, they've made so many swaps in this off season that now they can play with these rosters, learn to love again, as I want to say. And as we move into our season 4, hopefully these teams will sort of synergize better, and we should see a better competitive style. But like you said, Cheeseman, there is a big prize pool. These guys are not fighting for nothing right now, and it's great to see. Like with Jam Gaming, let's put someone else in. Let's see how they run.
Yeah, I think with the addition of Shady instead of Bango, it gives them the opportunity to really change up their roster.
Yeah.
Change up their play style. Because we saw Bango and Monty Connor, for the length of time that they were staying together, they couldn't really change anything. They weren't very good at adapting.
There's no versatility there, no.
Yeah, now that they have Shady, they have to adapt. They have to figure out a new play style.
Yeah, that's a really good point you raised, because we did see all through Season 2 League play, Bango, when he was up the front, the game was going to go well. Jam won nearly every single game that Bango stayed in his preferred position where Monty Connor would feed him the ball. But we did see him rotate back, and his defensive rotations were really weak, and they lost so many games off it. But as you said, introduction of Shady, they're going to have to learn new styles, and it can start patching holes they previously had.
Yeah, these roster swaps are very important and see if they can synergize. However, those are our top 2 teams that we're at least expecting to perform in our Season 3 of League play. However, we've got to look at our 5th and 6th seed, and that takes us into game number 1, which is going to be between You See Me and Legacy Esports. Now, You See Me have, I guess, coming through, they weren't as convincing as someone like Gang Gang, now Legacy Esports.
Yeah, both teams had pretty powerful performances, but they were both reliant on one player. Soma coming in from Legacy Esports now. And, of course, we've talked about this a lot. Kami on You See Me. He was playing with 2 subs and almost felt like he was able to carry them across the line. There's some really great plays last week, so definitely a lot of highlights from Kami, especially. And his ability to touch the ball, whenever he's got the ball, he's hitting it away from an opponent. And it's a sign that You See Me can really face it up a lot more this week because they're bringing in their core roster.
Yes. Kami last week, that was disgusting. The left corner plays were filthy. There should be no way to score when you have like this much of the goal visible across. But you managed to get it time and time again.
Kami had really good stats last week. Speaking of which, let's bring those up because I want everyone at home to get a feeling of how well he performed.
I mean, these are career stats here, not even including last week. If we saw last week's stats included in this,
It'd be off the chart.
It would be off the charts,
God,
but we want to be able to compare this to the professional teams. So even though Kami is quite low here on score per game, as we saw from last season, not the strongest performance, but he's grown so much season to season, and this, I think, is his season to shine.
Yeah, that is it. Coming forward as well, as a player that is having such tremendous growth, over the next couple of weeks, we're going to see improvements. And that's going to be terrifying for the top teams.
Yeah, I can't see us not, like, bringing up these stats next week and them not being absolutely blown out of the water.
I think you can compare Kami, but we cannot compare him without Soma. And Soma was someone who also last week performed. There were 3 players, the CJM, Kami, and Soma. But let's speak of the devil right here from Legacy.
And you can really see the massive difference here. Soma is one of the top scoring player across all of Throwdown history.
Almost has 3 shots per game. Like, that's nuts.
3 shots per game, 0.83 goals per game puts him at the highest. If you take in last week's effort, where he put in 2 goals per game, it is absolutely ridiculous, his offensive power.
Yeah, the dude is an absolute monster. Last season, we did see him getting the most MVPs for his team, taking it nearly 50% or higher of the time. He's a true freak.
I think Soma, was definitely one player who impressed me last week as well as Kami, but putting these 2 up against each other, definitely the carries for each team if you had to name someone, and looking forward to a really good performance. I think if we look at Kami, he played an aggressive game, but he also played a pretty clean shot-scoring goal last week.
Very clean, and most importantly, he was getting set up by both of his teammates.
Yeah.
But coming into this week, he's got more reliability. Kia is coming in favor of X-Cores, who is the sub, and even though X-Cores put on a pretty good performance, he wasn't consistent, and they didn't have 2 people able to get goals. Now Kia, he's going to be making some plays as well. Kami might reel it in a little bit, and we really need to see how you see me go, because they're going to be super aggressive up against the more 2-1 style, 2 forward, 1 back of Legacy Esports.
That's going to be exciting.
You know that, of course, Legacy were the first ones to qualify, and of course they are coming in as the 5th seed in this tournament. We are going to jump into our first game, or our first best of 5 series for League Play Week number 1. So we goodbye to Cheeseman, and Courier Lord and I will take you into this exciting series. Courier, it's a pleasure to have you. It's a pleasure to still be with you.
Thanks,
There's nothing more I would rather love. Nothing more I would rather love. I'm going to keep that sentence nice and high and dry at the same time. So Legacy are a team, Legacy have been in our League Play before. Or not our League Play, sorry. They have been in our Throwdown tournament before. And they have raised some really, really good players. And I'm looking forward to see how Legacy go in this League Play. Because our top 4 teams, yes, they were invited, but seeds number 3 and 4 are arguably right for the taking.
They certainly are hysterics. We did see Legacy are the kings of killing those above them in the power rankings, so it's scary when they're coming in at 5th seed. Certainly above.
Seed number 5 versus seed number 6. It's You See Me versus Legacy Esports. We go into our best of 5 series. We start things nice and right with Legacy getting a great kickoff and keeping the pressure unrelenting so far. You See Me have been a team that, yes, did struggle to get into this League Play. Let's see if it happens again now. Great save from LFO. Sorry, that's Kia. He's changed his name around, Korea.
Always the changing names in OCE. Good play to see pick up here was Flitz, helping them really get an attack on the defending team of You See Me.
Yep.
Good man to watch this game as well.
You See Me now trying to get the ball out of their half. They succeed by passing it up the wing, but it's stolen away by Plitz. And finally an attacking move. This could be a great or interesting pass, no doubt. Plitz takes full advantage of that chaos.
Yeah, feels bad for Jules there. A bit of a throwback to last game. Not the touch you want. It's always brave, Derek. Pass back to your own goal.
Yeah, I was going to talk that up, Korea. I was going to say that You See Me might be passing back, trying to put it upfield, but Legacy Esports in the right position at the right time, and You See Me are going to pay dearly for that. The first goal going over to Legacy Esports in less than a minute.
Yeah, Flitz is an excellent player. Did come from Corbidet, knows how to play in the opponent's half, and we did see that beautiful steal. Kami
now setting it up for Kia. Kia flies through the air. Soma is there to respond. Now playing it off the wall. We're going to go for a high pass, but the pass is not really there as Legacy. We'll just get it intercepted. Zen coming through the air, misses that initial shot. The ball's going to bounce on through and rolled on in. Kami for the response.
Ooh, good shots by Kami. Crossfield. This is what we're talking about. Here's the player to watch. Off the wall and under the 2 defense.
Kami just tapping it on down. Rolls it on through. And
Ice,
baby. I love the explosion. You see me equalizing it very early. Very nicely. First game of League Play. Not going to be the cleanest, but you could say it's getting crisper as we go on. Plitz is a great shot, but you're going to find Kia right in front of that goal square. Kia now trying to get it out. That's an interesting first touch. Finds the second one to follow it through. They won't get into the other goal square as Legacy Esports managed to find the defense. Zen off the backboard, bounces it on through that center field.
Yep, we are seeing some good touches. Legacy trying to build that aggression. Pressure, pressure, pressure. You'll eventually cave. And they know it too. And with these new aggressive players in their roster, pressure, pressure, pressure.
First demolition surprise. Korea didn't point that one out. Zen getting stuck in defense, but looks like Legacy might have been changing things around. It's a great touch by Zen. Actually takes a shot onto goal. Kia there to push it on out with the clear. He followed up the wing. Going to go back around to the center field, and Legacy trying to make these passing plays happen, but the intercept from Jules. Looks like this is a continuous thing. Jules bouncing it off, setting it up. Kami comes through. Great setup from Usimi.
Yeah, Kami, we're seeing some great plays, great reads as well. That's something we saw a lot of last week in league play. He knows where to be, stays back to make sure he's in the perfect position, reads everyone on the board, and slots it away.
And Usimi, after coming off of such a, I guess, weak start of the game, have just pummeled on back against Legacy Esports. Ball's going to bounce on down. Jules has another opportunity off the backboard. This could be another great setup to roll it on in. Kami again for the third goal.
That is beautiful. This guy is so in their head, you'd think he'd stolen their playbook. Knows exactly where to be. Oh, so good.
Korea, a bit of miscommunication between Legacy Esports and their defense. Zen maybe not rotating back in time or trying to swap around positions with the midfield.
Yeah, it's very dangerous whenever you play in front of your goals. I think they're going to have to learn very quickly this series that you can't make risky plays in front of Kami. He's in your head. He knows where you're going to be.
That's now going to bump someone out of the way. I think that was Jules. Here coming on through. Now this is Soma off of the wall. He's going to go for a bit of a dribble. Bounce up by Legacy Esports. And Zen, not the right touch. It goes back over to Jules. Opportunity for Usimi again to keep this momentum. Zen is sticking in defense. Legacy look like they've gotten their tools together in this game number one, but again another shot, just going to hit that crossbar and bounce back off. Kia's still there. It's back over to Jules, and Soma gets the clear away. Legacy, no more pressure. Soma, hard hit, hard touch, hard shot. As Legacy are trying to get this goal. Zen comes through. But just no close cigar for that one.
Yeah, not the touch they wanted there from Zen, but it was enough to keep the pressure building. The clear hasn't finally come through, and Legacy will keep the aggression coming.
Speaking of which, Kia now off the wall. Usimi, their response, keep the ball down this side of the field. Legacy will get the shot, but it's far and it's going to put Kami back in that goal. He's already scored enough of himself, and it goes through! Soma! Looks like it's not his game. It's definitely Usimi's.
Yeah, Kami is on fire. This is why we picked him to be the player to watch. He is just running circles around the Legacy boys.
Soma not really having that much possession this game, Kura.
No.
Feels like Kami's having a lot more, and he's having a lot more impact.
Definitely winning this head-to-head at Throwdown Studios. Good thumbs there.
Bump over the top. Ball going to bounce on down. An interesting touch by Kia. He's having a great start of the series. Of course, coming through. We were subs last week, not anymore. Zen missed touch, and it's in the corner. Usimi with their fifth.
Oh, it's so hard when the ball comes in at that angle. Trying to get it out of the way, but knowing the best you can do is clear sideways. But Jules reading the play long before it happens. Usimi have great positioning this game around the offensive goal.
Legacy, you got to ask, maybe a bit of miscommunication, maybe not rotating back in time, but being this far down, you have to expect that Legacy have kind of forfeited the first game over to Usimi. A couple of bumps that's going to be really important. Kia off the corner. That's a surprise.
That was a beautiful angle. Good shot there by Kia. That's the kind of stuff we saw from Kami last week, and I'm glad to see the rest of the roster can do it as well.
That's nice.
That just shows you, going forward, how scary Usimi can be. If they can pull off those shots regularly, which they have now shown us they can, that means they can play up into the corner pretty confidently, knowing that they can get a goal, forcing the defense to be way more proactive.
Usimi have just kind of just pampered up and had the first game of their lives. What was not so good by Legacy, well, sorry, what was great by Legacy at the start by getting that first goal, has just turned into Usimi kind of thrashing about and going, hey, it's our game to take, and they take it with a convincing lead. 5 goals up onto Legacy Esports with only 40 seconds. You know who this game's going to go over to, and here, unrelenting again. Going to go in, have his own shot, sets it up. It will be very close as it hits the crossbar, 30 seconds remaining. Usimi, firm position.
Oh, the beautiful thing as well, watching the Usimi team coming through, is they're making huge solo plays, crazy angles, but they're also getting the passes in there as well. It's not like you can hate a player out with demos or bumps, because they're quite happy to pass and make the setups happen as well.
Legacy Esports just trying to get a goal on the board for what it's worth. At least get some of that morale back. But after this game, you can't be feeling too good, as we will be moving into game number 2. You see me taking a very convincing win over Legacy Esports in game 1.
Ooh, not even close this game.
No, I mean, 5 goals up. You see me, got that first one, got the second one, and from there it was just calmy. 3 goals, 5 shots. This guy's a monster. Kia having a great first game as well. And Jules has just insinuating all those setups.
Yeah, that was just beautiful to watch across the board. Kami and Kia both getting those almost 20-degree angle shots into the goal. That's filthy. I don't, like, what do you do for defense there? You can come forward, then you just get drawn out, pass play across to the center, dead on, and you're gone.
Well, Legacy were coming out, but it was both rotate back. You've got 2 defenders of Legacy. They're both coming out. And you see me just read the play better.
Yeah, that was a perfect moment there where we saw Kami just sitting back, waiting for his teammate to draw out the defense, and he just put it straight down the line. Outplayed. I think that's just how it went today.
I think Legacy, well,
Like,
today, we've only just started.
Hey,
we've only just started.
Today, I have faith.
Today,
narrative strong.
We got, hey, that's the beauty of a best-of-5 career. We got potentially 4 more games for Legacy Esports to claw their way back, or 4. We'll see how it goes in the next game, as we will be moving to game 2 shortly. Legacy Esports taking that loss is really going to dampen them. I mean, there's a difference between going down 3-2 or going down, 4 goals. And then there's that extra mile. It's like 5-goal difference. And that is a truly feels bad, man.
Yeah, that's 1 a minute. That don't feel good.
Well, you see me. Was it just 1 game, or will it happen again as we move into game number 2 in Legacy Esports? Rough times ahead if it goes like game number 1, but this is a great start, great setup coming through. Blitz off the right, has a shot. Soma for the rebound, setting it through right down onto the ground now, where Soma will help find it. Jules will help get this clear, and you see me. This could be their time to shine once again. Zen has jumped on back, and Legacy looks like a better start to game number 2.
Yeah, it is a much closer start. Interesting thing to remember at home, guys. We are seeing UCME run their full roster, no subs today. So this is them at full capacity, whereas in the qualifiers, they're running those subs. So they've stepped up.
Very different play style that you see with Kia. We now see again another shot on goal. Great save from Zen. Just pops himself up, uses a bit of boost. Jules trying to make things happen once again with Kia. Well, they're going to have to go back into the defense, get the clear, and try again. Yeah,
good trust in that defensive rotation there. Knowing Kami can come in, leaving Jules to be able to sit the goal. Clever thinking. That's what I love about watching these guys today.
Right, Jules will stay back. Comes up into midfield. Tries to get the ball into a shot, and Soma! You're going to have a look at that one again.
That was for some serious range. Good intercept there by Soma.
How? Nice. Oh. All right. I wish I was good at this game.
That's what we call that drawing out the defense right there. Leaving his team wide open, no one left in his half. Risky play there, and it was punished. Soma is great at those 1v1s, can play the midfield very, very well. So that was a scary moment to challenge that fellow.
Legacy, that was a great goal by Soma, but do we really expect anything else from one of the star players in our Throwdown Rocket League? The answer is no. Kami, can he get the response? 1 goal off for Legacy Esports. They had this last game, but we saw what UCME could do with that momentum, with that tide of turning. Zen now pushes his way up. He's come out of defense, they've rotated the members around. A nice touch again from Soma, but it will be cleared by Kia.
Yeah, we are seeing UCME trying to slowly build this pressure back up, but they are sacrificing it with maybe a bit too eager on that clear.
UCME look like they're finally starting to get the ball down Legacy Esports half, but it's a much different ball game in number 2. And 1 goal means so much for UCME, and they have to get on back. Quick demolition slows the tides of that momentum. Yes, I'm very poetic today.
And modest, Asterix, and modest.
Stop it, you. Stop it. Legacy Esports, opportunity for Blitz to roll on down. They're keeping the ball down this half. Zen was not back in that midfield. Now this could be Jules' turn as Key is on the setup on the wing, right around the mid. A nice shot on goal again, slides it through, but Soma is the brick wall that Gotham apparently needed. As many Batman references as possible. We still see no Batmobile.
Yeah, Legacy Esports is getting a bit in each other's way. It does show you that with new teams, communication can take some time to build, as they are all doing a little bit of chasing for the same ball.
Almost getting the caster curse, missed touch. Kia will get the save. Blitz centers it back in, but you have to go through Jules. Soma runs on up as well, and we'll give a high pass over to Blitz. centers it on down Zen for the follow through. Double touch was there. Close call for Legacy again.
Yeah, great idea. Execution, not quite what they needed. But if they can keep that play up, they'll be able to get a second goal and a comfortable lead with 2 minutes left in the clock.
Zen has pushed up as well. Legacy, like we said before, changing it up a little bit. Jules comes on through. It's going to be a touch into the air. Kia setting it up for Jules, the rebound shot. Just not getting the right shots on goal, I guess. You can say career, but Kami might be changing that. The ball rebounds back through the center. Come back around midfield, up into the air. Jules going to keep control for now, and over to Kami. Passes it through the air. This is a nice play from Usimi. The ball bounces down. It chips back up to the midfield, and Legacy, they got a minute 15 to work with.
Yeah, Usimi's changed up their playstyle this game relative to the last one, spending a lot more time getting large aerial passes, which is sacrificing the pressure they made in the first one with those short, sharp, angular attempts at goal from the corner.
Usimi, 1 more minute remaining. For Legacy, take a very convincing game number 2. This is a great setup. Center was there, but Jules will get the touch first. And now over the top, Jules himself takes it the whole field.
That's what we want to see, the UCD boys winning those 1v1s, getting the cheeky little mind game bump there. Straight over the defense. Oh
my god.
Sick angle as well.
Observer loved that. I know he did. I know he had to. 1-1, 50 seconds. Usimi definitely deserved that goal. That was beautiful from Jules. I did not expect that.
Yeah, great little pop-up there. It just shows you the full roster of Usimi can really do crazy stuff. Big backboard pressure being built, though.
Cast a curse almost coming into fruition. Legacy Esports keeping it down this side of the field. Very offensive play. Quick bump out of the way. Will slow down Kami, but he's followed it on up. Now over the corner. It's going to roll right in front of the goal. Bounce back around like a ping-pong ball. We continue to see pressure from Usimi at 1-1. Great start to league play. This would be over the top. Does it roll through? Blitz back in time. We'll save the ball.
Yeah, good read there from Kami. Nearly punished the team cheating forward. That's the thing we did see from Legacy last game. They were making very greedy plays, and Kami and Kia were just greedy. But this time they picked up the pace and know what they're doing.
Legacy Esports might be breaking it here as we go into overtime, the first overtime of our Season 3 league play.
Ooh, it's going to get tight in Sterex. First game was a bit of a warm-up for both teams. Now it begins.
5 seconds in, it looks like it begins for Legacy Esports. Especially nice touch over the top, into the corner, Zen! Oh, baby, this guy, he's the man.
Welcome to the scoreboard, Zen. Great time to do it as well. Taking the game for the team in that top right pocket.
That was great. Why are we looking at grass? Okay, that's better. Legacy Esports definitely deserved that. Not only was that a great goal from Jules at the start, but Legacy Esports, Zen, that was just nice to watch.
Ooh, that was very, very nice to watch. Love to see Zen coming up, stepping up, and getting that connection after so many shots.
Let's look at Legacy Esports, though, because they had 8 shots on goals. Not too many successes when you look at how many goals were scored. One in the very end, 1 in overtime. But 8 goals were the potential there.
Yep, 8 goal potential.
But it didn't come into fruition. Legacy were really aggressive that game, but I guess the defense from Usimi was enough.
Yeah, it was enough. I think a big part of that game was lots of shots. Both teams were playing a lot more safer, or trying to, realizing there was a little bit of a holes in their game in game 1 for both teams. So they were taking the shots without trying to overextend to kind of give up the positional advantage they have of keeping the ball in the other half. But it did mean they weren't getting the shot connections that they wanted, and getting a better shot by taking a little bit more of a risk by pushing forward a little bit further.
That was confusing, but I got that in the end.
Yeah, you got there?
I got there.
Push forward a little bit further. It's a little bit risky.
Not too
you can
much,
get punished.
A little bit of boost.
Yeah, but if you push forward a little bit more, you're more likely to land the shot. You can pull out the defense, you can make the pass plays, and you're closer to the goal.
I don't think we talk about alleviating boost as much as we probably should. About the usage and the potential, the economics behind it. Courier, what's the word I'm looking for? You're really good with words.
The economics of boost?
I don't know. Well, let's think of another word. It's Legacy, great start. Soma, right through the gap of defense.
It does seem to be the way these games go. Legacy taking the first shot. Soma, hopefully coming back to what we saw all through league play. MVP time and time again.
Great touch by Soma. Will ensure that first goal 10 seconds in. Count me, 9 seconds in to game number 3. 1-1. Great start to league play from both of these teams in their respective games. Kami will dribble the ball. Here we go, the aerial on down. Kami with a nice little touch, the flick of the wrist. Have to find out if he is really a keyboard player. She's going to say, no, he's not. Kami again coming through. This is why you play with a controller.
Thinking of Torsos there, buddy. But great shot there by Kami. Consistency and reads, that's what we want. This guy just lives in the other team's head.
Kami just lives in front of the goal.
Yeah.
As you should, if you're good at the game. Which he is, 30 seconds, 1-all. My brain, sometimes it doesn't work, but we know Kami does, and we know You See Me coming in as number 6. They potentially look it in this third game, nor did they in the first, nor did they in the second. There's all 3 games again, rolling on through to the other side, but Soma was there. Zen will get a quick demolition and slows down Kia. Kami off the wall now has to challenge. We follow the ball on through. That is a beautiful angle, Observer. Thank you very much. Kia again up the wall. Ball bounces in front of goal. You see me have to be careful with their defense. Again, unrelenting is Legacy Esports. You know what that word means? They will not stop. Legacy Esports in game number 3. Want to get another goal on the board. Try and alleviate some of this pressure that is being created from You See Me. Get it out of this side of the field. You See Me just need to clear, and they've finally done it. Ball goes over the top. Zen back in defense in front of this backboard. Away it goes.
Yeah, Kami is on fire, knowing where to be to break the pressure. When all 3 of them cheated forward, he came back just in the nick of time to set up the defensive position where the rest of his team got back ready to help turtle it out. And here they are back on the offense.
Jules bumped out of the way. Legacy Esports setting it on up, but right through the center. Through the defense again, Legacy, full advantage.
Yeah, danger zone, going straight across your own goal front. Time again, as Derek's been talking about, how dangerous it is, and the other team is on the ball.
Zen right on through, slips it past 2 members. Legacy Esports is the second time they've done this. Find the gaps in defense. You See Me just in the wrong communication pattern. Legacy Esports will get a goal out of it once again. Jules this time. Pressing on. You See Me definitely not done. Game number 3.
Yep, they are taking it up the other side of the pitch. Legacy trying to push the advantage. Losing the first game, come back in the second. Maybe they're trying to smash out that third.
Kami off the wall. Ball bounces down in front of Jules. Soma there to intercept. Oh, great shot at goal. Touch from Blitz. So close. But again, No Cigar setting it up for Legacy. The 4th shot in front of that goal. Man, that's scarier than the Scream movies.
Yeah, Blitz so close to getting that in. That's a character we want to be watching going forward. Blitz was picked up from Corvidae, very aggressive player, technically, as in his technical abilities is very special.
I get it, Guru.
Thank you. Yep, so he will be an interesting player to watch going forward. He is new to their roster and has a lot of potential.
That's great from Legacy Esports. It's what we've come to expect in this series so far. A team that has grown, has adapted. Simi do have Kia, but Legacy with a consistent roster like this. A quick bump in front of goal. Zen was there for the setup, but Legacy are definitely not done. As they keep it around this goal square and over the side, this time on the right-hand side. Sorry, that's going to be the wing. Terminology's not great, you know that. Legacy Esports not stopping here, continuing up off the corner. We'll get the rebound. Soma there to pass it on through, touch it in. Close calls, but the quarters aren't enough. Kami will find himself a setup. Jules there, roll it on through. Soma rotates on back. Legacy will keep themselves alive.
Yeah, great defensive rotation there from Soma. Does get the offense, gets all the way around. Play that's great all around the pitch. Nice bumps.
You like your bumps. You like your bumps, Korea. You See Me now set up. Jules is there. Is it open? It's not. You have to get past the one-on-one. Great challenges here from You See Me. Normally winning them through Kia in the center. What a surprise it is right now. Legacy Zen. The ball's going to bounce. Jules up in the nick of time. Great defense. Great saves from both of these teams so far.
Yeah, loving a lot more consistency. This is what we want to see going forward. They're starting to warm up, getting into the groove, and making much better playmaking decisions.
Jules now has another shot at goal. Zen is there, 1 minute remaining. That pass through the center was a little bit tricky. Now from Kami, but intercepted by Zen. He gets a better touch. He's got a lot of momentum on the ball. Follow it through. Very necessary here. It's 2-1. Legacy Esports leading this game number 3 in our Season 3 league play. Of course, taking to the pitch first. Blitz gets bumped up the bum. It's okay. 35 seconds remaining. And now another shot on goal. Blitz, away it goes. 30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Blitz has noticed he hasn't been able to do the aggressive style that you would normally see succeeding for him. So in the last minute or two, he has been very, very defensively rotating. And it has been helping Legacy Esports hold down that 2-1 lead.
Playing a lot off these corners in this game. There's the shot onto goal. Back in time. Kami, very close call, but he saves it.
Kami is the CJM of this game.
Well,
I mean, this is CJ.
let's go for that. 3 seconds remaining. Legacy have held out this long, even getting another close goal. They're not going to be happy till the ball hits the ground, but I think we can safely say as it finally does, Legacy Esports will take game number 3.
It's coming back to stare.
If you see me play like game number 1, anything's possible. But Kami cannot be the only one doing work. Do you agree?
Yep, Kami has been doing some great work. And I think something that really happened that game, Plitz has not had his best day so far. He realized he's a very strong offensive player, pushing up into the forward half.
Yep.
But he noticed this game, it wasn't really working out for him. Defensively rotated back and played kind of back midfield and stopped the plays, got some cheeky little bumps in, and stopped the aggression coming forward from You See Me. So that stylistic play style change, even though his score wasn't reflected in that, some smart moves. But
also Legacy are pushing the ball up, and when they get it in front of You See Me's goal, all 3 of Legacy's members are just creating this pursuit of death and trial by fire in front of this goal square. They're not letting the ball get cleared, and there's really good challenges. I think Legacy in these later games are playing much more aggressively and much more persistently as well.
Yeah, that is definitely it. When we see You See Me come forward, they're bringing much of their roster forward, and it forces Kami to be very aware, and credit to him, he is.
Yep.
He has to rotate back, and he's getting there in the nick of time, but if his 2 teammates aren't as switched on as he is, they can't get there to back him up. So if he ever loses that 1v1, it then converts into a goal.
I think Jules and Kia are still playing great Rocket League.
Yes.
I think that Kia is still sort of adapting to the role, is just coming in this week, and yes, he is the formal roster and the formal member, the final member of You See Me, I should say. But using subs for that week of qualifiers may have bit them off a little bit. Jules having one good play, but I want to see more on the pitch as we move into game number 4. Legacy Esports take out their first win of Season 3 League play. Soma just bumps on through the middle. This is what we're talking about, Legacy Esports, but they leave the goal open. The one weakness, Kami steals it. Oh, you cheat.
Sometimes it's just about asserting your dominance, buddy.
Look at this. Jules has it, and then, yeah, it's mine. It's mine. I want to be top goal scorer. Of course, getting that goal means You See Me started off nice and strong. I guess that's a problem for him. Legacy, they'll push all 3 members up. They leave the goals wide open.
Yeah, that's what happens. You get punished when you get too aggressive, and that's something that their roster could be very, very dangerously stepping into. You have Soma, who plays around the field and can come up forward. You have an ex-Corvid player who's technically great, knows he can win most 1v1s, who's happy to come up. And then Zen, pretty comfortable around the field, so he can come up as well. Bite them in the butt.
So we're really thinking about their positioning here in game number 4. Already having that goal. The ball will not stop getting out of Legacy Esports half. They try and clear it, but Jules is there. Off of the corner, the ball's going to bounce around the backboard. Soma finally getting it away. Blitz there. There's the shot into the corner. Can they get back in time? It's Kami. No, just positioning well. We'll save that one.
It's beautiful to watch Kami rotating around the field. It gives you an idea of where the match is going to be in about 4 or 5 seconds later.
Zen now. Not going to go up to the ball just yet. It's Jules trying to dribble the ball on himself. Demolition in front of goal. Even takes out some fresh blood. And Soma there. Ball bounces back and forth between Zen and him. And the ball rotates through. And Kia will get the goal.
Nice job there by Kia. Seeing the confusion between the Legacy boys, but not one to miss an opportunity. Snatches it straight from their grips. Sorry there, Blitz. Just unlucky
Legacy,
there,
just not sure what happened between Soma. Between Soma and Zen. We won't talk about that. No, we will a little bit later. 2-0. You see me taking it to potentially the first game 5. 3.5 minutes in. Kia. Here we go again. Jules open goal. Okay, Kurim. Start talking about game 5 potentially.
Yeah, it does. It definitely looks like that. Beautiful play there by Kia. Getting past both defense, setting it up for Jules. Good read by the team. That was just some beautiful execution there by You See Me.
Interesting plays by Legacy. Have these game 3s and 4s that are just, yeah, you look good. Oh, do you? Oh, I'm not sure what's going on. Legacy Esports down 3 goals. Yes, not out just yet, but we have to start looking at the reality. How You See Me are playing in this game number 4 are exceptional in comparison to the rest. Intercepted, but Jules will once again revert control. Off of the wall, off the roof, bit of an aerial, bounces back and forth, misses the touch, but Kami there to reciprocate. Kia now, gonna have to be the one who jumps back in defense. The ball bounces through, close, but again, there is no cigar in his mouth. Of course, because PG-13 stops. Kami, the ball back over to Drool, bounces back down, follow it through, that's Kia, but intercepted again. See Esports doing good on their challenges, on their one-on-ones. The ball bounce in the corner, very close. Jules clears it away to Kami.
Yeah, Legacy Esports not having much meaningful possession here. Every time they manage to get a big touch, there's no follow-up, meaning that you see me get a lot more control, get to choose the pace of the game, and have the actual opportunity to get a score, whereas Legacy single touch, get punished.
Jules is a great shot onto goal. You will see Soma there right in front of the goal square. Or the net. Let's call it the net. That's what it is. 2 minutes remaining. You see me have just affirmated so much pressure in this game. Legacy now having a shot at goal. He is back. He's a surprising one. Soma there for the setup. Trying to rebound the ball himself. Blitz to come on through. Just can't get it in. And you see me will have another crack at this. Legacy Esports doesn't look like there's much they can do. 2 minutes.
Yeah, nice read there, popping it over Zen. Completely inverting the pressure that was building onto the other team. Smart reads really make me happy, Derek.
Smart reads make you happy. And Courier Lord, you make me happy, and you see me will be feeling that same emotion. After this game, as a maximum, Legacy Esports have to start switching on and have to start nailing some goals into that coffin. Legacy are struggling in game number 4. How do we improve? That's what you're going to be asking if you're Legacy Esports coach, or if you don't have a coach, you're going to be asking that as players. Minute 10 remaining, and here we go, another shot, but Kami just can't.
No, you see me really slowing down the game. You see they're going for higher aerial passes just to burn time and to telegraph the Legacy plays a lot easier so they can hopefully get the intercept.
But Zen comes through, trying to get the first goal on the board. 50 seconds remaining, Legacy. Now's their opportunity. Soma's in the air, tries to touch it on through. It doesn't nip its way in. Another shot. Legacy, this is their 3-man Zen. First goal, okay, 40 seconds. Take stock of the situation.
40 seconds left on the clock, Derek. Or 41, really.
Oh.
2 goals to get.
That's an extra second.
That is an extra second, and every second counts, as we say here at Throwdown Studios.
Do we?
It is doable.
It is. It definitely is. 2 goals separate Legacy Esports and you see me. 2 goals, 3 goals, in fact, separate Legacy Esports in their first league play win towards that massive prize pool of $8,888. But you see me. Yeah, if they get this, definitely Game 5, Red Rover. I was going to say over. Changed my mind. We've done it again. Legacy Esports. Gonna get it past Kami. The brick wall is down. Is it Soma's time to shine? I don't know. As the ball bounces into that goal square, into the net is where you want to sink it. Off the backboard, Kami saving the day. And you see me with that awesome play. We'll find it. Nice! Oh, Kia, baby. He back.
That is a beautiful way to do it. Not only did they burn the time with those aerial plays, but beating out the 1v1s with the pass to finish. That is going to run the timer. That is most likely a 4-1. Excellent play from UCB.
UCB have taken us to Game 5, and all we think is that Legacy have fallen behind, and UCB have taken that advantage. As the clock counts down, doesn't matter if this goal hits or not, the ball's not even going to touch the ground. They're just going to keep playing with it. This is going to be our 5th goal, they say. Not this time. Let the ball hit. Let the ball hit. No, we're going to get another goal. Going to get another goal. Close. You see me, however, will take game number 4, and we're into our first Game 5 of League Play.
Ooh, it is tight, Hysterics. This is what we were talking about going into these games. With all of these teams being newly developed, it does mean that the game's going to be so much tighter. They're all a bit of a mishmash, slowly getting their little flourishing going. As they come together.
Flower metaphor.
Yeah, I was going to go for a bit of a flower metaphor.
You put mishmash and then you did flowers.
I'm very hungry. I was thinking potato as well.
What do you mean you're very hungry? He had like 5 rolls of sushi before this, and he's still hungry. Have you seen this man?
I'm a growing boy.
Well, you could be as big as one of these teams because we're going to Game 5, and the first win of League Play is on the line. If you see a season like our Throwdown Season 3, or if you haven't seen one before, everything is crucial, and getting wins in League Play puts you up in the standings. getting wins in the first week, even if it is
critical.
between 5th and 6th, is going to be absolutely massive. Now, some of these teams are playing twice today as well, and that is Legacy. If Legacy find a win in this game, next game's going to be good. They're warmed up. Our best-of-5 series where you have that drive and that momentum, which is a word we love saying here as well at Throwdown, is so important. And Legacy, unless they want to be a team, or here, Legacy getting this win in the best-of-5 series is ever so important.
Yeah, it is critically important. So going forward, this will be their easiest matchup, maybe 5th seed versus 6th seed. So both teams want this going forward. 4 is the magic number. If you can win 4 of your series, you are guaranteed into the tournament.
Well, potentially when Legacy are versing Billy Fan Club next, and that is going to be a challenge. So get this win here in game number 5, and at least alleviate some of that pressure. Legacy Esports were off to a great start, but now the ball's back in their defensive half. Open goal, it bounces on through. That was Kia's opportunity. Not in the right moment or headspace, I should say. Legacy Esports have brought it back down here. Simi were definitely the underdog coming through, but they've taken it to game 5, and now question marks are above our heads.
Yeah, Kami and Kia playing it very safe, allowing the team to rotate forward,
nice,
taking
Kia.
that goal, building all that counter-attack before they come out and show us exactly what it makes.
Over the top, and Kia just touches it on down. Drops it like DEFCON 1. You see me, first goal, 30 seconds, that's all it took. Legacy Esports, take it back. Is it yours? That's the question I want to ask. Legacy going to drop it on through! Blitz! Made me scream. He made me scream. I'm not ashamed to say this goal made me scream.
Oh, it's pretty sweet.
That's pretty nip.
Pretty nip.
Pretty nip. Slam, dunk. 45 seconds, action on the clock. Legacy equalized the score just like that. Drop top, 1-1. You see me have just been a surprise. Legacy, a bigger surprise. Who's going to surprise us more? I like the word.
Hopefully whoever takes out this game, Hysterics. Blitz, I think, will be an interesting man to watch.
Again! Kia! I don't know what's going on, but we're seeing like, hey, let's get some style goals.
Oh, the intercepts. Nope, sorry there, Blitz. No intercepts for you. What's in that top block here?
Kia making it 2-1. These goals are coming unexpectedly. Like, they're just popping out. Already said drop top. We can't do it again.
Well, that was just a beautiful pass play there from Usimi. Blitz coming up, trying to read it, but it didn't matter. These guys have rehearsed. They know where to be. Usimi is all about good reads, good passes.
Ball's in front of goal there. Legacy had another shot. Zen now going to bring it on down. The offense continues from Legacy Esports. This 2-1 is not a good enough score to get you that first win in league play. Here taking it nice and slow. He dribbles it over the top. Tries to get the outplay on the one-on-one, but he does not. Jules now gets the ball when it bounces back down. He's going to take it on the wall. He's going to put this car in reverse and take it a little bit himself. It's Kami. He's out of defense. The ball gets past him, but back on through, and Legacy struggling with the clear. Zen does the exact same thing. Back into the midfield as we find Soma, but the ball's been taken away. Kami will just not stop. You see me. Make sure they keep it down this side of the field.
Yeah, great plays. Super tight. Anyone's game left with 1 goal separating the 2. Everything counts. This could be the game that dictates the future of how league play gets moving forward.
Soma's coming back off of this wing. Now going to take it through the air, centers it as it drops on down, but Zen will have to be the one who catches the ball. 2 minutes 40 remaining, and a great start from Usimi. A very aggressive game from both of these teams. We are into game number 5. We are asking for overtime. We're not asking too much.
Good pass there from Kia, dropping it down to Jules before the interception gets attempted. Big demo.
Big demo, career's favorite, right through the midfield. Kami's back in defense. Ball is staying down Legacy Esports side a lot of the time of this 5th game. Kami now bringing it on through. He'll take it himself. It goes on back. Kia missed touch because he won't be the one that touches it right in front of goal.
It's open.
Center again. Soma brings it back. Down the other side of the field, Legacy Esports there. Time to shine. Soma wants his time in the sunlight. It's a little bit hot, but he'll deal with it for now. Blitz. He'll actually get the touch, but it gets passed on back, and you see me. Another goal there. Kia having a shot.
Good intercept there by Soma, showcasing he can play just around the field, but the pressure has not stopped, and the Turtle Town will have to begin.
Here rolling on through, a minute 30 remaining, game 5. Legacy Esports having a shot on goal. Great save from Jules, brings it on back. Zen, interesting touch, the setup. The follow through was necessary. Blitz, funny bounce, off of that wing, off of that ramp. Blitz will lose possession.
Yeah, good read there, giving you seeming control again. Trying to get the clear, but losing the 1v1 when it matters.
Blitz now stuck in defense, can't get it out. The ball needs to be clear, but Jules for the setup. It pops on through. Kami up into the top. He hits the roof. He hits on down. Key to bounce. Soma still the wall. And again, another shot into goal. It's Jules. This is the second touch as it comes on back to him. And that's Kami with the setup again. You see me getting a lot of great setups, but there's a shot there. Necessary for Soma.
Ooh, good equalizer there. It's going to be going at 48 seconds left on the clock. This is anyone's game. Remember, this is game number 4. This game itself will dictate who goes forward into league play with a first game advantage.
We had someone break the table. We have 2 goals all, and we go into 45-second countdown mode as the next goal could just secure the game. 40 seconds remaining. Legacy will equalize, but it's not enough. Not yet. Get back in defense. 3 members keeping it safe and sound. Looks like they want to take it to overtime. A shot opportunity there for You See Me. 30 seconds. We're still counting with our hands and our minds and our hearts. As Legacy will just try and get the clear and at least push it to overtime as a bare minimum.
Yeah, passing possession to You See Me. We have seen big pass plays come out of them, so all they need is a small 5-second window, and this can turn around. 10 seconds left on the clock. Very doable for both teams.
10 seconds means that each team's going to have at least 1 more play left. Legacy, this ball starts bouncing down. 3 seconds remaining is a good center, and it means that 1 second the ball is very close. A shot onto goal. Soma saves the day for Legacy Esports, but it hasn't touched the ground just yet. We're keeping it in the air. We're keeping the dreams alive. You See Me have an opportunity, but as the ball bounces the ground, we're going to have our overtime of game 5.
Good final touch there by Legacy. They needed that ball down as fast as possible because it was not looking good.
You See Me, slow kickoff. Kami will get it on through. Legacy Esports finally get control, however. And this could be a good setup. Zen for the shot onto goal. You See Me rotate it back around. Jules is here, touches it up on the backboard. Plitz will hit the side wall again. Great setup from You See Me, but this is not going to be their goal just yet.
Yeah, good reads all around the board. That's kind of their specialty we have seen so far. Good intercepts and playing around the position of the Legacy players.
Legacy setting up a goal. It's going to be their offensive half now as we continue on 35 seconds into overtime of game number 5 for the first win of league play season number 3. The ball touches down. Great touch from Zen. The setup was there, but Kami bumps someone out of the road, and Legacy Esports don't get their opportunity.
Jules putting it up. Won't be enough though. Legacy will be able to take advantage of this, or You See Me will be using boost from all players to take the ball back to possession.
Kami sets up the ball again. In comes Jules off of the crossbar. Open goal was there. Kami could have rolled it on, but he did not. A minute. Overtime. We continue on. Soma will easily get this defense, or will he, as the ball bounces back on down. It's going to be into that goal square. Get it out of there, Legacy. They do for now. Kami's back into defense.
Yeah, Legacy was quietly comfortable there, knowing You See Me used all their boost on the setup. Were pretty comfortable knowing that they'd have to rotate back to replenish their resources.
Kia, 130 in. Will be the hope in that defense for now. You See Me continue to push on through, get the clears, but Legacy Esports, bad habits die hard, will be unrelenting as the ball back down this side of the field. You See Me starting something up. Kami, again, a shot onto goal. Plitz. Interesting touch. I'm glad someone else was there in defense for Legacy. We're close to 2 minutes into overtime, and we have not found a result.
It is very close. You See Me controlling and dictating the pace of this game. Legacy Esports, though, only needs one big window for them to turn it all the way right back around.
Legacy rotate everyone back into defense, just hoping for a clear. You See Me have started something up again, and it's Jules. Kami's there, rolls the ball in, intercepted by Plitz. Going for those challenges. Legacy aren't winning them. 2 minutes 15. Baby, let's keep going. I love the overtimes. I love me game 5 overtimes. Kia brings it back down. Clears are not working out for Legacy.
Yeah, You See Me are slowly going to be bleeding them with all boost.
Oh,
Jules! Get the goals! That's what we're talking about. That is our winner of Series 1, Throwdown Season 3.
And Plitz bounces it back and forth, and Jules comes in to clean up any kind of sticky situation. He got a really good goal at the start of this series, and he ends it with a beautiful, clean interception. Legacy Esports, we're our 5th seed. You see me 6th. And they have just changed perceptions. They have changed perceptions, hopes, and dreams.
Yeah, you see me there dictating the course of the game. When you dictate the course of the game, you generally end up winning that match.
Well, I mean, that's plain to see. But, Cheeseman, is there anything that could have gone wrong? Where do I start? Let's start with Game 1. Interesting series. You see me surprising us, but Legacy a bit slow off the bat.
I mean, it was the same as last week. The Open qualifiers, their first game there was a complete repeat. 5-1 loss as well, and they can't be doing that coming in to the top 6. You're not going to get away with it. If they were a lot closer in that first match, they have obviously the opportunity to win before it even gets to Game 5.
If You See Me didn't win that after so much good gameplay, I mean, you would be a little bit disappointed, but I think Legacy will be walking away with their heads held a little bit low. Legacy played a couple of good games in that series, but kind of struggled in terms of everyone has to come into defense. We push people up. Oh, we just can't get these clears.
Yeah, we really saw, as Tom said before, You See Me shut down Legacy.
Yeah.
We normally see a lot of passes coming out of Legacy. You See Me were intercepting every single one, preventing the passes coming out, and without the passes, they weren't able to get it out of defense. You saw the only time that Legacy ever got the ball out of defense at the end there was when they got a pass off, and it was so rare.
Yeah, and they got punished for it time and time again. It was just a matter of time before they ever conceded goals. You see me controlling the pressure, it's just going to end badly.
It was the momentum lost and momentum shifted. That meant that You See Me just took it by surprise. 2 minutes 50 into overtime. We didn't do predictions for first game, gents. What do you predict?
Well,
were you expecting You See Me to come out with, I guess, a close win like that?
I thought it was going to be close. I thought it was definitely going to be close, but I would have picked Legacy as the slight advantage.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I was going to go 3-1.
I would have gone 3-2 Legacy. So yeah.
All right, great. There's your predictions, gentlemen. But of course, we can do our predictions
we were wrong.
for our next games. But Legacy cannot be feeling great after that game, but at least they took it to a 3-2 and 2 minutes 50 of overtime Game 5. However, coming up next for our next Best of 5 series will be Legacy Esports taking on Billy Fan Club, previously known as Alpha Sydney. Do not go anywhere. We're going to have a 5-minute break, and we'll be back with our next series.